Parker Messick is on his way to the mound here. But back to the point you were trying, DeSatis, a right-handed guy. He was probably a right-handed hitter, started switch hitting. If you look at the breakdown of his numbers, right-handed against lefties, left-handed against righties, he struggled from the left side of the plate much more than he did from the right side. So whether it was something that Nander DeSatis decided or talked about in conjunction with the coaching staff and they all came together on it, they decided that Nander DeSatis, at least from what we've seen in the fall, is going to hit from the right side.
Seemed to that pretty good.
How much, now here's my question, how much different is it for a guy like DeSatis, who's been switch hitting for a while, to see right-handed pitchers as a right-handed hitter? He hasn't seen that view. He's been hitting lefty against righties. Now he's, how much different is that for DeSatis? How much of an adjustment is that for him?
Because of how well he hit when he grew up. He might have hit right-handed growing up, so maybe only a couple, 3 years, 4 years, I'm not sure, as far as he's done the switch hitting. As we go to Parker Messick here on the mound.
Messick, good-looking freshman, he's still a freshman, technically. Good-looking freshman last year for Florida State when he made an immediate impact on this pitching staff. And another guy, when we start talking about who's going to be in what roles as far as this ball club goes, Messick is likely a guy that will be occupying a weekend role or will be in the mix for a weekend role. He's wearing a different number this year, number 15 now this year after his freshman campaign. And last year made 6 appearances. The one that everybody will remember the most is coming in for Antonio Velez against the Florida Gators back on March the 10th in that shutout win in Gainesville, a 2-0 win by the Seminoles. He threw 3 innings, gave up 2 hits, and struck out 7 for Parker Messick. 6 foot, 220-pound left-hander. Plant City High School. You know what Plant City's known for, Chip Baker?
The Mark Ronan there, I know that.
Strawberry Festival.
Gotcha, okay.
No, Mark Ronan was Plant
High School.
HB
Gotcha.
Plant High School.
Gotcha.
Plant City's in between
Gotcha.
Lakeland and Tampa. They're known for their strawberries, and they have the Strawberry Festival.
Gotcha.
But if you grow up in Tampa, you go pick strawberries. You go to Plant City, and you pick strawberries. Parker Messick, 2 balls and no strikes here to Jackson Green.
I like how all these Tampa guys on this roster. You got a good background on these kids.
Hey, I don't have to. I don't have to do a lot of background on these guys.
True there.
Messick working the third base side of the rubber. He's dropped some weight from last year. You look at him, changing the body up. Big leg guy, gets a lot of push with that lower body. Gets a swing and a miss. Strikes out Jackson Green. 2 down here in a 4-4 ball game. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Good extension getting over that fastball that just runs away from him. Touching 92 or close to 92 miles an hour.
Here's my comparison. Sid Fernandez.
Got you.
Release point similar, kind of that short arm delivery where, and he'll from time to time get you 93, 94, but it seems a lot faster coming out of his hand because of where that release point is.
He doesn't give the batter a chance to see the ball. You see from the center field angle, that ball comes out of his glove, and it's behind him until that hand comes around.
4-pitch guy, fastball, curveball, slider, changeup.
And he's a gamer. He's a competitor.
And he's one they'll talk about. You get him in practice, and he'll be 89, 90, 91, 92. You throw him in there. We saw some 94s in Gainesville in that outing, and the freshman was pumped.
The good ones always have another gear, and he got to that 5th or 6th gear.
Grounder back to the mound. Messick has it, throws to first, and that inning is over. So Messick does a good job coming out of the bullpen there, and that will do it here for the 6th inning. 4-4 ball game here, heading to the 7th. 37th annual Fall Garnet and Gold Baseball Scrimmage. Mike Martin Field at Dick Hauser Stadium. Eric Llewellyn, Chip Baker with you. We will take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Night 2.
One of my favorite things with Brandon Stone as Parker Messick now facing, I believe this is Nico Baldor, who's going to hit now. But one of my favorite things, Stoney's firstborn, it was at, and I don't remember what year it was, but it was the NCAA regional announcement show down in the clubhouse. Everybody's watching, see where Florida State, we're going to be hosting, whatever. Mm-hmm. And Cal Raleigh holds Brandon Stone's baby up like it's the lion in
Lion King.
Lion King.
Yeah.
Everybody starts cheering. I was waiting for Circle of Life to kick in.
That's true.
Parker Messick, I mentioned number switch. He was 29 last year, switching to 15 this year. 15 last year was somebody who might have pitched a little bit for us. C.J. Van Eyck wore number 15 last year. So Parker taking that number over is Nico Baldor, a senior out of Tampa, Jesuit High School, in a 3-2 count here against Messick, lefty-lefty matchup. That one's going to be an infield single. It was off the end of the bat, and Cooper Swanson tried to make a diving stop on it, went off his glove. And then Smith got it in the hole. He's back at short now. Actually, it wasn't off the end of the bat. He jammed him.
Oh, had a lot of running away. Baldor.
It was a good job by Asman at first base to scoop that one out of the dirt and keep that to just a single rather than a single and an advance on an error. Swing and a miss here by Shaver facing Parker Messick. Messick 6 appearances last year, ERA of .77 in 11 2/3 innings. He struck out 19, he only walked 2. And when you look at those numbers out of a freshman, that's something that the former coach in you probably likes to see. See a freshman come in and have a strikeout ratio 2-19. Off the glove of Messick, Smith gets it, taps the bag, throws to first. Little 1-6-3 double play. See that one too often.
Look at the footwork by that freshman shortstop again. Gets a piece of it with his glove. Watch the footwork. Bang, bang. Get the feet down. Touch the base. After the first couple days, I asked the players, who can play? Show me the infielders. What infielders can play? I asked the players. I asked the guys who hit fungos. The pitchers, who can play out there? And they goes, hey, 52 out there. 52 can play. And he says, well, 52 is like one extra big number in spring training. I said, make an impact. Here we go.
Garrett Mathis lined the first pitch. Foul. 0-1. Misses. 1-1 the count. Mathis put a good swing on that first pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little too far out in front of it. Messick, again, I talked about the thighs. He gets a lot of push, and that's where he generates a lot of the power. That one's 92 miles an hour, swing and a miss by Mathis. You see guys that are a lot of upper body, and you see guys that get big push, a lot of lower body, and that's Messick, one of them. And he gets the foul tip hung on to by the catcher Colton Vincent. And that's 93 from Parker Messick on the strikeout of Garrett Mathis. So we have played 7 complete 4-4 ball game heading to the 8th. Eric Llewellyn, Chip Baker, 37th annual fall Garnet Gold baseball scrimmage. We'll be back with more in just a moment.